Hello students, welcome to my channel. In today's class, we will discuss 1 marks and 2 marks questions. Question number 1. Write the meaning of accounting. Answer. Accounting is an art of recording, classifying, and summarizing the monetary transactions in an efficient manner and interpreting the results. This accounting is an art of recording the monetary transactions or the economic transaction and classifying the transactions or classifying the accounts according to their nature and summarizing it in an efficient manner to interpret the results. Number two, define accounting. Okay, first one is meaning of accounting. Second one is definition of accounting. Accounting is defined as the process of identifying, measuring, recording, and communicating the required information relating to the economic events of an organization to the interested users. Number three, write the functions of accounting, that is, identifying, recording, classifying, summarizing, and communicating. Question number four, what is entity? Entity means a reality that has definite individual existence. Business entity means spatially identifiable business enterprise. Entity means having your own identity. Okay. The business has its own identity and the owner has its own identity. Okay. We call a business by its name. For example, XYZ company. And the owner of that XYZ company is Mr. Suresh. Okay, like this. The company or the business has its own individual existence and the owner has its own individual existence. Question number 5. What is transaction? It is a monetary activity or event taking place between two or more entities. It can be cash transaction or credit transaction. For example, purchase of goods, cash received, salary paid, etc. So transaction means it is a monetary activity or monetary event taking place between two persons, two companies, or two entities. For example, purchasing goods for cash or selling goods on credit, paying salary to the workers, rent paid, electricity bill paid, or water bill paid. So all these are economic transactions or monetary transaction. So any activity taking place between two entity that is called transaction. And the examples are here. That is purchase of goods, cash received, cash paid, rent received, rent paid, salary received, salary paid, commission received. So all these are different examples of transaction. Question number 6. What is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is the art and science of recording the monetary transactions in the books of accounts. Question number 7. Write any two features of accounting. Answer. Number 1. It is the process of recording business transactions. Second, accounting is grouping the transactions according to their nature of heads. Question number 8. Mention the branches of accounting. Okay, mainly there are three branches of accounting, that is financial accounting, cost accounting, and management accounting. Question number 9. Mention the objectives of accountancy. Number 1. To maintain the record of financial transaction of a business accurately. Number 2. To ascertain the profit or loss made by the business. Number 3. To present the true and fair view of financial position. So these are main objectives of accounting. That is to maintain a proper record of financial transaction of a business or a company. And to find out, to ascertain means to find out the profit or loss made by the business. Okay. At the end of the year, the business or the organization prepares trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet to know the profit or loss made by the business and the financial position of the business. Next, question number 10. What is cash transaction? Okay, just now we have studied the meaning of transaction. Okay, any monetary activity or any monetary event taking place between two entities is called transaction. So transaction will be of two types, that is cash transaction and credit transaction. Let's learn the meaning of cash transaction. Any business transaction which involves immediate payment or receipt of cash is called cash transaction. Okay. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ or received cash. So such kind of transactions are called cash transactions. For example, goods purchased for cash. Next, 11th one. What is credit transaction? Any business transaction which involves postpone of payment or receipt to a future date is called credit transaction. Credit transaction ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಆನ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಏನ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುದಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದ್ 2 ದಿವಸವನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ವೀಕ್ ನಂತರ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. So such kind of transactions are called credit transaction, where there is a postpone of payment or receipt to a future date. And such kind of transactions are called credit transaction. Got all of you the meaning of transaction, cash transaction, and credit transactions. Next one is, what is capital? Capital represents the owner's claim or share in the assets of the business, or in simple word, the amount invested by the owner of the business is called capital. To start any kind of business, either it is a small business or big business, every kind of business it requires money. Yes. So whatever the amount invested by the owner to start that business or to run that business, that invested amount is called capital. So business ಅನ್ನ start ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಬಂಡವಾಳವನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿದೆ, that amount is called capital. 13th one, write the meaning of drawings. The amount of cash or any asset withdrawn by the owner of the business for his personal use or domestic use is called as drawings. Okay, if the owner withdraws the money or any asset from his business for his personal use, that is for his domestic use, or that is called drawing. Next question, question number 14. What are assets? Assets are the properties or resources which are owned by the business entity. For example, machinery, stock, goodwill, etc. And this assets is classified into two parts or two types. That is current asset and non-current asset. Non-current asset is also called as fixed asset. Okay. Next question is, who is who is a debtor? Debtor is a person who owes any amount to the business. In other words, who purchase goods from the business on credit basis is called debtor. Question number 16. Who is a creditor? Creditor is a person to whom any sum of money is owed by the business. In other words, the person who give benefits to the business, an amount payable, such person called creditors. 17. What are goods? The term goods include all commodities, articles, or products which are purchased for the purpose of resale. Next, 18th one. What is stock? The goods purchased for sale remain unsold, called stock, and it is a asset for the business. Okay, stock is considered as the current asset of the business. Question number 19. Give the meaning of profit. It is an excess amount of revenues over the related cost or expenses. And the formula to calculate this profit is equal to revenue minus expenditure. So profit, for example, ಒಂದು ಪೆನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 10 ರುಪೀಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ 10 ರುಪೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಪೆನ್ ಅನ್ನ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ? ರುಪೀಸ್ 10. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 12 ರುಪೀಸಿಗೆ ಮಾರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ we have sold that pen for rupees 12. So ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ರುಪೀಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು? 2 rupees profit. Okay. Question number 20. Write the meaning of income and gain. Income. It refers to an amount received for sale of goods and service or for use of any rights belonging to the business. Gain. Increase in the value of assets or resources of the business is called gains. 21. What is discount? Reducing the value of sales called discounting. And discounts are of two types, that is trade discount and cash discount. Question number 22. What is vouchers? It is a document which helps in receiving business transaction. Question number 23. What is intangible assets? Give example. The assets which cannot be seen or touched is called intangible asset. Okay. Tangible asset and intangible asset. Tangible assets we can see it and we can touch it. For example, furniture, machinery, etc. Intangible assets are the assets which we cannot see or which we cannot touch. Such kind of assets are called intangible assets. For example, goodwill, trademark, patents, copyrights, etc. So all these are examples of intangible assets. Question number 24. What are liabilities? Liabilities are the debts owned by the business entity to outside. For example, creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft, etc. Okay, bank loan, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾರಿಗದು ಯಾರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಉಧಾರಿ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So all these are liabilities. The next one, write two examples of fixed assets and current asset. Examples of fixed asset, that is furniture, machinery, tools, equipment, etc. And examples for current asset, cash, stock, bills receivable, cash at bank, etc. Question number 1. What is the need for theory base of accounting? Answer. Theory base of accountancy makes accounting information meaningful for internal and external uses. Such theories make information reliable and comparable. So, this theory base of accounting helps in getting the meaningful information for internal and external uses. Internal uses within the organization, that is board of directors, managers, supervisors, etc. External users, that is shareholders, suppliers, etc. Question number 2. What are accounting concepts? Accounting concepts means assumptions upon which accounting is based and recorded. Third one, expand GAAP, that is generally accepted accounting principles. Okay, the full form of GAAP is generally accepted accounting principles. Fourth one, what do you mean by double entry system of bookkeeping? It is a method of bookkeeping Double entry system means the method of recording twofold aspects of the transaction. In double entry system of bookkeeping, what we do? We record twofold aspects of the transactions. Question number 5. What is single entry system of bookkeeping? It is a method of bookkeeping where both the aspects are not recorded. In double entry system, both the aspects are recorded in the books of accounts. In single entry system, it is not recorded. In few transactions, none of the aspects is recorded. Next, sixth one. Write any two accounting standards accepted under IAS, that is Indian Accounting Standards. So I have written two accounting standard, that is Accounting Standard 1, Disclosure of Accounting Policies, Accounting Standard 2, Valuation of Inventories. Any two you can write. Question number 7. What is cost concept? An assets acquired by a concern is recorded in the books of account at cost and it is called cost concept. Number 8. Write any four concepts of accounting. Number 1. Money measurement concept. Second, dual concepts. Third, business entity concept. Fourth, continuity concept. Any four concepts you can write of accounting. Question number 9. Mention any four accounting conventions. That is, convention of materiality, convention of conservatism, convention of consistency, and full disclosure. Question number 10. What is money measurement concept? In accounting, a record is made only of those transactions which can be expressed in terms of money, and that is called money measurement concept. Number 11. What is matching concept? This concept mainly based on accounting period concept. According to this, the trading result of a business is calculated by matching total revenues earned during the year with total amount of expenses incurred in the same year. And the difference between these two represents profit or loss. Number 12. What is GAAP? That is, what is generally accepted accounting principles. GAAP refers to the rules or the guidelines adopted for recording and reporting of business transactions in order to bring uniformity in the preparation and the presentation of financial statements. Okay, GAAP. So this generally accepted accounting principle is the set of rules and guidelines adopted while recording or while reporting the business transactions. So why we have to follow these rules and regulations? To bring a uniformity, preparation and presentation of financial statements. Question number 13. What is accounting standards? Accounting standards are written policy documents covering the aspects of recognition, measurement, treatment, presentation, and disclosure of accounting transactions in financial statements. Question number 14. Expand GST, CGST, and SGST. First, we'll see GST, that is Goods and Services Tax. CGST, Central Goods and Services Tax. SGST, State Goods and Services Tax. So ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು for 1 mark. And the next one, 15. Explain the different accounting concepts. So ಎಲ್ಲ accounting concepts ಅನ್ನ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 15th ನಂಬರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಓಕೆ, 2 marks ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ 1 marks ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ವಾಟ್ ಡು ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎಂಟಿಟಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್? ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ 6 marks ಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50% ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ 6 marks ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ರೈಟ್ ಎನಿ ಫೋರ್ accounting concepts or explain any four accounting concepts. Okay, so I have covered all the accounting concepts in this question. Explain the different accounting concepts. That is, number one, business entity concept. Number two, going concern concept. Third, money measurement concept. Fourth one, cost concept. Fifth, dual aspect concept. Sixth, accounting period concept. Seven, realization concept. Eighth, matching concept. And the last one is accrual concept.